Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This video is about ophthalmology. If you should pick up DNB, if you should pick up MD or MS. MDFS is obviously not a choice that you will decide. It will be decided by the college that you want to get into. But definitely DNB is a choice for people who are in the mid ranks. There are a few colleges, few institutes which are like excellent in terms of the DNB is concerned, and I want to highlight the importance because in the market there's a lot of anxiety picking up DNB. They're not very sure, and MD MS always looks like a safer option. But let me bring some knowledge to you, bring some knowledge to your phone, to your laptop via this YouTube channel. Please hit the bell icon right now to know more, to get more insights into NEET PG and ophthalmology, of course. So I will be highlighting a few points, and then it's your decision what you want to decide. So what should you pick up, DNB or MDMS, and why should you do that? So it basically depends on your career goals. So why do I say that? Because there can be two kind of people who are at this juncture who want to decide what they have to get into. There might be a group of people who are first generation doctors, first generation practitioners, want to get a corporate job first, and they have to keep an option for a foreign practice, maybe get into UAE or somewhere else. So if you are someone who wants to set it up by yourself, and first you want to get into corporate practice, build some amount of money, and then get into own private practice, or maybe not, that's a option for later, you should be picking up DNB. Why do I say that? There are a few points highlighting why, and that's what I'll tell in the further section. The second person can be a person who has a good private practice. Their parents already run a good private practice. They already have a setup. It's easier to get out of a MDMS, and it's faster to get out of a MDMS. So if given an option, if the hands-on is also fair, you should go for MD or MS if you have a private setup. Right now, why DNB is especially a good option for the mid-rankers? Why? Because one, if you are in the range of say 12,000 to 25,000, that's a mid-range rank. If you are in that section, you probably not getting good MDMS colleges, great MDMS colleges via All India quota, but you might have some colleges from your state quota depending on your state. Right? So if you get a good state rank, you can obviously go for good MDMS colleges. You'll have to do a lot of research as to what all points make it a good college, right? That would be highlighted in another video, but this is about people who are in the mid ranks. So people who are in the mid ranks, what happens with people in the mid rank is they might get some peripheral government colleges, right? And they might get some tier 2, tier 1 DNB institutes, or probably great DNB institutes at a periphery. What should you choose and why? Why I say that, suppose a DNB at Chitrakoot, why a DNB at say iCare Noida is a better option than a peripheral, say probably Mumbai or somewhere, a peripheral Pondicherry MDMS. Why I say that? Because DNB institute get a rigorous check every year. They have to have a certain amount of caseload, and DNB institutes are mostly private hospitals who have good amount of machines, because there is a certain standard that they need to maintain. So ophthalmology, although not 100% correct, but depends a lot on machines. So if you have good phaco machines, if you have good microscopes, if you have good OCT scanners, if you have B scan, if you have multiple other imaging modalities like fluorescent angiography, all of those things are available in a private setup. Hence, going for a good DNB center is a very, very good option rather than going for a peripheral, say MDMS. Some colleges in the periphery, even in the mid periphery, do not have multiple phaco machines, do not have multiple OT tables. There is a lot of hierarchy. One more important point that I would want to mention, in MDMS there is a mostly there's a bond, 1 year or 2 year bond, and most of the cutting gets concentrated in the SRship. While in the DNB program, as there is no compulsory SRship, most of the cutting gets concentrated in the JRship period only. Even in the first year you get a lot of cutting. So do a good amount of research about the institute. I will be putting up good 10-15 colleges for mid-rankers. I'll put out a list based on the criteria that we had decided earlier, and uske basis pe you should also make a list, at least bottom 5 and top 5 colleges that are available around your rank. Okay? So good DNB options around these mid ranks is SNC Chitrakoot and IK Noida. These are definitely better options. Academics is also great, and I will tell a few more points about the DNB program. So what are the benefits actually? So it's a standardized and rigorous curriculum. Of course, they have to maintain the journal club, they have to maintain all the things like academic program, cutting, logbooks. Everything is very fair and square, everything is reported to the national board, and everything is checked by the national board. So there is not a lot of tampering with the program, right? They have been instructed to do a certain thing and they do a certain thing, right? Perceived industry recognition. What I mean to say by that is DNB these days is more accepted among the corporates. Why? Because they know that the person has earned the degree. They've on entry also they've given an exam, on exit also they've given an exam, right? So they know the person is well trained, and the person is well trained in a corporate setup itself. They do not need to, polish him up after the MD/MS in a government setup, because there is a lot of difference how you deal with patients in a private setup versus a government setup. So government setup people need to have a good SRship and need to have a good corporate experience before they get into high corporate jobs. Otherwise, for the DNB candidates, it's a little easier since the way of treating the patients is almost similar in a private setup. International recognition is definitely higher with DNB, especially in terms of UAE and Middle Eastern areas is concerned. More far acceptable degree is DNB, right? Self-reliance and discipline. There's not a lot of hierarchy in DNB institutes. There are residents, there are faculties, consultants who are as powerful as visiting consultants, and there is not a lot of sitting consultants. So you get to do a lot of work which is dependent just on you. While in the MD/MS setup, there is not a lot of work that you get blamed for, right? And you have to maintain a certain level with the private setup. So that's why you get a lot of self-reliance. You get to learn a lot because you've been thrown in situations where you have to get out of the situation alone. Hence you get to learn a lot. You get a lot disciplined with the corporate lifestyle. Comparative value in certain academic role is like, the MD/MS program is more suited for people who want to go into a medical college setup, who want to pursue academics further, because for assistant professor job or a medical college setup, you require 2 years of compulsory SRship in certain states and 3 years of compulsory SRship in certain states. So it's a little more cramped, I would say. It's a little more denser in people who want to do the MD/MS program. DNB ke baad you need to do 2 years of SRship if you want to get into medical colleges. But if that's what your goal is, you can definitely go for MD/MS. So in the end, it's dependent on individual career goals. It's dependent on the preference of training style you want to have for yourself, and whatever your personal learning needs are in respect of your future goals. So that's what I will conclude with. I'll leave the question to you. I'll leave the answer to you. I've given all the points that I wanted to state. But for the mid-rankers, I'll give a verdict. DNB is far better than MD/MS. In the end, success in ophthalmology ultimately relies on the skills, the experience and the dedication you have. It's more than the specific qualification. So I'll end the video with this. If you need something, if you need some help, drop it down in the comment section. Reach out to me on WhatsApp. I will be more than happy to help all of you. All the very best for your counseling. Love you all. Thanks for watching.